who's building, and this is his business, and he's going to talk about, from a business owner, what he thinks Obama's policies will do. Is William here? Oh, there he is. William is the co-owner and operator of American Bar Products, a company he co-founded in 2003. Previously, William worked in investment banking, manufacturing, and oil field consulting and commercial fishing. William earned a BSc in mechanical engineering from Cornell and an MSc in finance from London School of Economics. Let's hear from William.
I'd like to thank you all for coming. I'd especially like to thank the representatives of small business, Gene Barr from the PA Chamber, Dave from the Pennsylvania Manufacturing Association, and Kevin from National Federation of Independent Business. Small business does not have many friends these days, especially not like big business with their friends in DC. If you'll remember, GE, the CEO of which was on the President's Business Roundtable, earned billions of dollars selling windmills to the government in 2010 and paid zero in taxes. This makes no sense. More recently, just the other day, Costco's CEO, who strongly supported Obama and spoke at their convention, is avoiding the impact of Obama's policies by paying a special dividend before the tax increase. This makes no sense. And now President Obama is down the street, visiting a small business, telling them that he is going to help small business by raising their taxes. This makes no sense. I'd like to talk about the economic impact of the President's policies, but first, who is American Bar Products? We make steel bars for all sorts of applications. Elevators, escalators, racks in Walmart and Kmart, all types of machine shop work, and we sell our product all across the country. Ours is a commodity product. It is the same as the one from Italy, Spain, China, or India. Moreover, raw steel and energy costs are about the same in China and in India. However, labor costs in the United States are much more. They're much higher. So the question is, how do we compete? To explain that, let me give you the simple economics of investing. The only way to compete and pay high wages is by high labor productivity. The only way to have high labor productivity is to have the best equipment. The only way to have the best equipment is to continually innovate, invest, inevitably fail, innovate and invest again until it works. So what is the impact of the President's policy? Companies like ours have no debt, and capital expenditure on innovation and equipment are financed solely by retained earnings, i.e. profit. Higher taxes simply mean lower amounts of retained earnings. Lower amounts of retained earnings mean lower capital investment, mean lower innovation, less hiring, lower wage growth. A simple analogy proves the point. If you raise tax on cigarettes, people smoke less. If you raise tax on alcohol, people drink less. If you raise tax on gasoline, people drive less. Therefore, if you raise taxes on productive work, that is profitable work, people will work less, and there will be less profit. With less profit, there is less, not more, government revenue. Simply stated, the impact of the President's policy will be less business investment, less capital expenditure, less innovation, less capital accumulation, lower productivity growth, lower employment growth, and lower wage growth. If this is true, why is the President proposing these policies? If this is true, what are the expectations of raising taxes as the President proposes? Most estimates are that an additional $80 billion would be raised. This is about 5 to 10% of the annual deficit. So the President is not only not leading to a solution, but he has targeted a policy that he knows will not fix the problem. These are the practical problems with the President's proposal. But there's also a moral problem. And I'll finish with that. America is exceptional because ours was the only government to recognize that its end, The government's reason to be was the citizen. The only purpose of government was to protect the citizen's rights and the citizen's pursuit of happiness. But something has changed. The citizen is no longer the end of government, but rather we have become the means of government. My business and each of us are now viewed only as sources of revenue to fund the dreams of some faraway bureaucrat, or as voters to empower yet another term. I assure you, this is not my purpose, and this must not be our future. If I have any message, it is one of defiance. Mr. President, small business people do not exist to fund your dreams. Mr. President, new taxes will not help working Americans. They will hurt working Americans. Mr. President, you do not have a tax revenue problem. You have a spending problem. Mr. President, high taxes are crushing the American dream. It's nearly impossible for hardworking people to become well off, leave alone rich. I ask members of Congress to reject additional taxes on any American and to force the President to address runaway government spending, which is the real and present danger we face. Thank you.